He is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Thanks for joining us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. You know, I thought we'd start with that. Just the Sydney Sweeney ad is getting so much attention right now.
Which one?
That I have to. Well, there's a bunch of them, yeah. But the jeans one, you know, which kicked off the Nazi propaganda firestorm, and so now everything she does, the left hates. But I have to share what I found yesterday. I mean, this is such a ripoff. They don't even really hide it, and I guess American Eagle just figured, oh, it's so old, nobody will remember it. But to me, it's pretty much unacceptable. You know,
So what?
There's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone else's work, but just attribute it. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
Especially when it's a direct ripoff like this is. And look, I'm not blaming Sydney Sweeney. She's just following a script somebody else wrote. But I just felt like we had to call this out.
Oh.
So, Joe, it's cut 17.
Yeah, okay.
Cut 17. Go ahead and play the original jeans ad that we found yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Whether I'm exploring the great outdoors, lounging around Eagle's Nest, or invading Poland, I always make sure I'm wearing American Eagle jeans.
Despicable.
They're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. And they make my hinterlands look amazing.
Wow.
So, if you want to buy these jeans, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Unless you are Jew or a gay.
Adolph Hitler has great genes. Genes. Get it?
Okay, just attribute it. That's all you have to do.
Now it kind of changes the debate.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I need to return some jeans
Oh,
now.
my goodness. That was pretty blatant.
Pretty blatant.
That was copyright infringement from the top to the bottom.
That's what I felt like.
Yes.
So I just think we owed it to our audience to let them know.
We sure do.
That Sydney Sweeney thing, not an original.
No.
Okay? The direct ripoff.
And maybe they have a point on the left.
I
Maybe.
think so. For
Maybe.
the first time.
Yeah. First time ever.
That was something else. It makes my hinterlands look lovely.
He's got swastikas on both butt pockets.
Butt pocket. That's a band name right there. Butt pocket.
Butt pockets.
Butt pockets. Mighty butt pockets.
Obviously good stuff from the Babylon Bee. Really funny. The Babylon Bee also ran with this story, which is amazing. The geopolitical balance of power appeared to experience a significant shift this week as President Donald Trump announced that he had gerrymandered the United States of America to now include Canada. The savvy political maneuver by Trump completed his plan to annex Canada, simultaneously solving the U.S.'s trade deficit with its northern neighbor, while also now merging the two nations into one super country that possesses the largest maple syrup reserve in the world.
We got there.
Yeah, we did. We got there. Trump said, it's done. I drew the line myself. I'm the president. I have the power to redraw the map borders. This is something the president can do. Everyone agrees. I included Canada, which is now our big, beautiful 51st state. Gerrymandering. It's a tremendous thing. Would it surprise you if he actually ever... I would not surprise me if he actually did it in reality.
Yes.
Maybe if he said it.
Yeah, he would say it. He would definitely say it just to troll people.
Sure.
But coming up in about an hour and a half, we're going to be talking UFC with Hillary Kennedy because I guess the UFC just made a big deal with somebody for exclusive broadcast rights. So we'll see what she has to say about that. She's a big UFC fan. She loves the blood and guts. When people's brains are oozing out their ears, she loves that.
That cauliflower ear, she loves cauliflower ears.
Does she?
Oh, she loves that cauliflower ears.
That is so ugly.
It is ugly.
Phrases that have never been spoken in the history of the world. She loves that cauliflower ear.
It is about dang time.
It's about dang time. Yesterday at the White House, President Trump announced Liberation Day for Washington, D.C. Speaking of trolling people, this is another effort, I think. Yes, I think he's actually got a purpose here. But he loves trolling the left with this. And here's what he said yesterday.
I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse.
He got all the words in there.
Mm-hmm.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that.
Okay.
Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
Of course, the left is spinning this that this is completely unnecessary because the rate of violent crime has gone down. Oh, okay. Well, it's gone down to enormous levels. The murder rate is still ahead of Bogota, Colombia. I mean, is that okay with everybody?
When you say it like that.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
And I love this because picture 4 was CNN as Trump is talking, putting up fake numbers. Picture 4. Look at that. Like, no, that's not right.
Violent crime in D.C., 35%, 23 to 24. Oh, down 35%, 24 to 25, down 26.
Look at their source. Isn't there a follow-up to that?
Yes, there is. The follow-up.
Their force is the D.C. Metro Police.
Right.
Now, the rest of the story. Chris?
Do we not have it? Is that... Okay. Sorry.
Well, I will say they've eliminated 2 categories of violent crime.
Thank you, Pat.
That are not included in there. So, yeah, if you take out some of the violent crime that happened, obviously violent crime's going to go down. They took out 2 full categories of it to spin that number.
Right. They fired the guy, right?
Yes.
Who
kept track?
Yeah, who did numbers like that? Yeah, that's fun.
But then they go ahead and use the numbers against Trump to say this is completely unnecessary. Crime is on the decrease all over the country. Okay. The president spoke about recent crimes in D.C.
Days ago, a former member of the Doge staff was savagely beaten by a band of roving thugs after defending a young woman from an attempted carjacking. He was left dripping in blood. He thought he was dead with a broken nose and concussion. Can't believe that he's alive. He can't believe it. In June, a 21-year-old congressional intern was tragically killed after being hit by a stray bullet in a drive-by shooting. A former Trump administration official named Mike Gill, fantastic person, was murdered last year in cold blood in a carjacking blocks away from the White House. We all knew him. Great person. Waiting for his wife as she was walking to the car.
Remember that.
A Democrat congressman was also carjacked at gunpoint not far from the Capitol. And in 2023, an aide to Senator Rand Paul was stabbed in the chest and head by a demented lunatic as he walked down the street, just absolutely for no reason. Horrifically, last July 4th weekend, a 3-year-old girl was shot in the head and killed while sitting in a car near the Capitol. It's becoming a situation of complete and total lawlessness. And we're getting rid of the slums, too. We have slums here. We're getting rid of them. I know it's not politically correct. You'll say, oh, so terrible. No, we're getting rid of the slums where they live. Caravans of mass youth rampage through city streets at all times of the day. There are ATVs, motorbikes. They travel pretty well.
So that's a pretty bleak picture that he's drawing for us there. And he had more to say about it.
Today, we're formally declaring a public safety emergency. This is an emergency. This is a tragic emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia on Friday. I don't like being up here talking about how unsafe and how dirty and disgusting this once beautiful Capitol was, with graffiti all over the walls. It's another part of it, by the way, because we're talking about safety, but we're also talking about beautification. We have the most beautiful, potentially, Capitol in the world. We always had. But people come from Iowa, they come from Indiana, they come and then they get mugged. Not going to happen. Keep coming, because by the time you get your trip set, it's going to be safe again, and it's going to be clean very quickly.
So the left picked up on that he's going to Russia.
I know. That's what they took away.
And what they take away from all of this is that he thinks Alaska is Russia. That's just so ridiculous.
Right.
He's saying he's meeting with a Russian, and we've got these problems in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. He knows Alaska is not Russia. Pathetic. And he had still more, actually.
I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed.
No, you don't.
And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth. Much higher. This is much higher. The number of car thefts has doubled over the past 5 years, and the number of carjackings has more than tripled. Murders in 2023 reached the highest rate probably ever. They say 25 years, but they don't know what that means because it just goes back 25 years. Can't be worse. Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
When you put it that way, yeah, it sounds bad. When you talk about roving gangs of murderous teens and stuff, that okay, yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Yes,
You're
it does that.
Put it like that.
And then this is the updated chart, Pat. This is from 2024.
This is from last year.
This is from last year. We still number one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because now it's
27.
It's 27.
27.
Then you've got Bogota, which is next. Way behind.
Way behind, like 15.
15 or 16?
Yes.
Then you got Mexico City, Islamabad, Lima, Peru, Ottawa, Paris, Havana, Delhi, London, Madrid. Way behind us. Way behind
Like on the
Washington,
single
DC.
digits.
Yeah.
Per 1,000. I mean, per 100,000.
So the left is all excited about talking about 2024 when the numbers went down. Yeah, it went from 41 per 100,000 to 27 per 100,000. And still the highest, one of the highest in the world. Crazy. I mean, that's just nuts. But he's got 30 days to do it this way. And then you got to get the approval of Congress. So I don't know what the plan is, if they're going to remove the troops after 30 days or if they keep it going.
Congress will barely be back from vacation in 30 days.
Do you think they're going to okay the deploying of National Guard troops to D.C.? I doubt it.
We can't even get them to show up to approve Trump's nominees.
Right. They're doing these parliamentary tricks just to avoid that, just so that Trump can't do what he wants to do. Well, there were plenty of crime stats to share about D.C., and I'm glad the president shared some of those. We showed you that there are some stats, some statistics, category statistics that are missing there, and that's how they keep claiming that, oh, no, it's way down. Violent crime's way down in D.C. Is it? And, of course, they know it's not. But anything to bash Trump and anything to be a contrarian, that's what they're looking for. All right, let me tell you about a new sponsor to the show. Talk about how disappointing protein powders can be. If you've been disappointed with yours, then listen very carefully, because They don't build muscle. They don't increase energy. They don't improve workouts. And those protein powder drinks just give you stomach aches, gas, and a crappy taste. The doctors at Brick House Nutrition, though, found out why so many protein powders fail. Poor quality protein, plus cheap fillers like soy and corn syrup and sodium and cellulose. If your protein powder isn't cutting it, switch to Brick House Whey protein. Brick House Whey is bioengineered by doctors, not marketers. It's a new science in protein powder that delivers results you can feel immediately. Results you never got from your old protein powder. Its clean formulation gives Brick House Whey superior bioavailability. So it delivers professional level muscle growth and strength, a lean toned physique, unsurpassed energy, and rapid workout recovery. And it's lactose free, so there's never any bloating or stomach upset. Don't let junk protein sabotage how you look and feel. Switch to Brick House Whey. Brick House. It's mighty, mighty. You're letting it all hang out because it's Brick House Whey. You got guaranteed results or your money back. Go to the newwhey.com, newwhey, WHEY.com, newwhey.com. Use a promo code PAT and get 20% off. You have to put the in there. Okay, the new way, NEWTHE, NEWWHEY. thenewway.com/Pat. thenewway.com/Pat. 20% off. Really good deal.
Now, more of Pat Gray Unleashed.
So, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth also chimed in on all of this D.C. stuff.
At your direction this morning, we've mobilized the D.C. National Guard. It'll be operationalized by the Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, through the D.C. Guard. You will see them flowing into the streets of Washington in the coming week. At your direction as well, sir, there are other units we are prepared to bring in. Other National Guard units, other specialized units. They will be strong, they will be tough, and they will stand with their law enforcement partners. This is nothing new for DOD. As the President noted, at the border, we've got 10,000 troops down there who've been operating in defense cooperation areas, defense zones, where there's zero illegal crossings because of troops on strikers scanning the border. We've been protecting other people's borders for 20 years. It's about time we protect our own. And we're working with ICE and CBP. In Los Angeles, we did the same thing. Working with the California National Guard, working with ICE officers. ICE officers deserve to do their job and not be attacked. We will work alongside all D.C. police and federal law enforcement to ensure this city is safe, this city is beautiful. And as I always say about President Trump to the troops, he has their back. And my message to the National Guard and federal law enforcement in Washington is we have your back as well. Be tough, be strong, we're right behind you.
And of course, you know, the mayor of these cities, they're never excited about this because it shows they're not doing their job. So they resent it. Like the Los Angeles mayor was all pissed off about it. She complained about it incessantly, demanded that they leave because Los Angeles is completely out of control as well. I mean, their homelessness problem is ridiculous. Their crime stats are through the roof. And, you know, they've taken a beautiful city that, I mean, was almost paradise at one time. There weren't very many locations better than Los Angeles, California. And now, nobody wants to go there. So, yeah, the mayors are pissed about this. Mayor Muriel Bowser in D.C. is not thrilled with what's going on.
We don't, and I think I speak for all Americans, we don't believe it's legal to use the American military against American citizens on American soil.
Pause it. That's not what's happening here, is the thing. Yes. It's posse comitatus, but very close. You were fairly close.
Thank you.
You know, In Puerto Rico, that's probably how they say it.
See,
I don't
here's
know.
the thing, Pat. I told that in your ear, so no one had to know that I said it. No
See,
one
I didn't
heard
know.
that.
I don't know. What was it you said? Posse comitatus or whatever? Wasn't right, but posse comitatus. That's how it's said.
We got there. Cool.
Posse comitatus. That's what they'll be screaming. And of course, that's not what this is. They're not turning the U.S. against American citizens. We're not trying to take over the city. They're trying to restore order, which in an emergency situation is completely fine. And then again, like we said, if it goes on longer than 30 days, you got to get congressional approval. But she had more to say, of course.
Yeah.
Not a lawyer. And but I think that's a fairly widely held fact. And so, but we've seen them move, I think, the active military into California. So
listen to her lead.
It is. It's a question. We've seen active military on the borders of D.C. some years ago, and we don't believe that our military should be used against American citizens.
Yeah, we don't believe that. And it's not being used. It's being used for American citizens right now to keep them safe. If you can't do anything about roving bands of thugs that just drive around and attack people and steal things and trash stores, I'm sorry, the use of the National Guard in this way just makes sense. It's common sense. Just restore order because we've got an emergency situation. But she had more to say.
Have seen a huge decrease in crime because of those efforts. We have been able to reverse that 2023 crime spike. This year, crime isn't just down from 2023, it's also down from 2019, before the pandemic. And we're at a 30-year violent crime low.
Again, no. Yes, if you eliminate some of the violent crime statistics, then you're gonna look a little bit better. So, congratulations on that. On that lie to the people. It's just unfortunate that it has to be like this.
She's good.
And he complimented her yesterday. He said she's actually a really good person, but she needs some help right now. Here's one of the D.C. residents' experiences with crime in that city.
These people here in D.C., all these mothers, children been killed in the streets by juveniles, being carjacked by juveniles.
The 5 girls who attacked Reggie Brown were all tried and found responsible as juveniles. Currently under D.C. law, juvenile offenders can only be held until they're 21, so the girls will all get out within the next few years. Israel says she wants D.C. crime penalties to be tougher so that juveniles who commit murder can be held for life.
Wow.
That lady's brother was murdered, yeah.
And you can only keep them
to juveniles, yeah. Till
they're 21?
Yep.
No matter what kind of heinous crime they've committed. They've murdered somebody. They're 18. They only are held until they're 21? Of course, are they a juvenile at 18? Maybe 17? That's incredible. Come on. Wow, no wonder they've got the issues they have. And here's some other thoughts from other D.C. residents.
From drug deals
at a shooting here 2 days ago
to bullets flying not far from where kids were playing at the Kennedy Rec Center.
What can we do to make sure that it's safe for the kids?
Neighbors from the Shaw, Mount Vernon Square, and Mount Vernon Triangle neighborhoods say they're fed up.
In the past 4 weeks, we've had 3 shootings.
Stephen McCarty is the ANC for the area. He organized this week's public safety walk.
We need to bring everyone together because this is happening here.
On hand to hear their concerns, D.C. Police 3rd District Commander Sean Connors.
And I can tell you right now, we have less shootings here than we had at this point in time.
He told them that by the numbers, crime is down. In fact, D.C. police say crime is down across the entire city.
Does anyone here actually think that?
But if you ask these D.C. neighbors,
it shows such a lack and disconnect between what you're trying to sell versus what we're experiencing.
Their perception, how they feel, is unsafe.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, you go right to the source, the people who live there. It's a little different story, isn't it? Anybody here believe that violent crime is down in this city? Not a single person. Okay. All right.
Yeah, don't forget, they got rid of that commander for changing, or suspended or something for changing the stats.
All right.
But
right.
Okay, so before we play this next clip, Pat, I want you to think back to the vast history of Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think is the most violent day? Actually, I don't know if I'm setting up the clip right, but I think you can guess.
I mean, obviously. The most violent day in the history, not just D.C., in the history of the world.
Of all time, yes.
Was January 6th.
It has to be, right?
Of course.
I was going to say the D.C. sniper.
Let's see if CNN agrees.
All right.
I should note that the most violent moment in recent history in D.C. was January 6th.
Oh, of course.
And it was an attack on the United States Capitol by a lot of people who were doing it in the name of Donald Trump, and it included the people who were hurt, included members of law enforcement.
Okay. I got it.
Law enforcement is dead because of January 6th, Pat Gray.
Well, they killed 6 cops that day.
Yes.
If you remember.
Thank you for saying that. I think that's the first time you said that, Pat Gray.
Yeah. Cold blood.
Cold blood murder.
Just killed them dead.
Yep, and
6
the
of them.
N-word was said a
over
bunch
and
of
over and over.
times.
That's why you've heard it so many times on so many different newscasts, because that's the only word they shouted while they were there.
Yes.
And the piles of dead bodies
everywhere.
I understand they're still stacked up in some places around the Capitol.
I haven't heard that reporting.
It's weird. They probably shouldn't. They probably shouldn't just leave them there in the hot
been
sun.
Like what?
It's
like
been 4 years.
4?
So, come on. At least remove the piles of dead bodies from January 6th. It's agonizing. But, this is why we preached so many times to, be respectful, be peaceful, don't get crazy at these events. We asked people when we did our big Washington, D.C. event back in, 2010? Don't even bring signs. Don't even bring signs, because it's usually turned against us on the right. And so you see what has become of January 6th. It's this myth, this lore now that the left turns to every single day.
Yeah. If you give them an inch, man.
Yep.
And it's the same thing because
they'll take a light year.
Yeah. I think is today the anniversary of Charlottesville. If one thing happens, I think so, yeah.
Wow.
One thing happens, the left won't let it go forever.
Please, by all that is holy, don't even raise your voice today.
Yes, don't raise your voice, especially if you're white. If
you're
white,
if that's a good safety tip for every day if you're white. But if you're white, especially today. Don't even raise your voice.
No tiki torches, no nothing like that. But Pat, here's what the citizens are doing in D.C. They're putting signs on their vehicles.
Oh, no.
There is nothing of value in here.
Oh no!
It's been broken. I think it was like 5 times.
Please
don't break the window.
Break the window for the 5th time.
Wait, hold on. Only what? Restaurant bottles? Okay, only restaurant bottles and broken dreams.
That's good.
Don't break the window for the 5th.
And apparently it worked.
It works.
It's not broken.
It's not broken.
Okay, now, if you're a criminal and you're walking by, first of all, you probably can't read that sign.
Yeah.
But you're breaking it just out of spite. You're like, you know what? Nah.
This is 6.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not even gonna reach in and take anything. I'm just gonna break it.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, that is.
That's so
that's
sad.
The state of our nation.
But that is the state. That's kind of where we are right now.
I love how Bowser up there's yesterday talking about statehood. Why don't you just get everything under control first before you worry about becoming a state?
Well, this is the exact reason we wanted statehood. Because look what's happened. We've been federalized.
Guys,
jeez.
Clean up your room, and then we'll talk about you being in charge of it.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
And it is sad when you go to D.C., our nation's capital, and you've got all this marble, these beautiful buildings. The streets were designed really nicely, and it's a pit. You see nothing but graffiti and trash and tent cities around. It's really a shame. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here to share from Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Jimmy Dimples tweets, "Don't raise your voice today if you're white." Oh, come on. I want a patented Pat screech.
Oh, yeah, Pat screech.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we got plenty of clips left.
Yeah, we do.
I sense one coming very soon.
From Dirty Mule 94, of course, D.C. is safe. Just ask Steve Scalise.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too soon, bro. Too
soon?
Too
Is
soon.
it?
Too soon, bro.
What was that? Like 2019 or something?
Yes, too soon.
Too soon. But he did. I mean, that was a serious thing. He was almost killed in that thing. And he was shot in the leg, I think, right? Must have hit an artery. Who knows? Bless you. If every state, this is from Fury and Energy, if every state had legalized carry and people actually carried, open or concealed, the crime will take care of itself. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, you're going to be a little less bold, I think, as a criminal, as a marauding gang of youths to hassle people if they're armed. And the thing is, in D.C., they know you're not going to be because the gun laws are too strict there. All right. Democrats continue to howl, of course, about everything, but redistricting is one of their big deals right now. What's going on here in Texas. And yesterday, the state's Attorney General, Ken Paxton, updated everybody on the progress of those lawsuits. Those AWOL Democrats could very well lose their seats as the process continues in the court system. Okay. Meanwhile, here was hypocrite Illinois governor. I love how they parse this, that this is nothing like, we've done nothing like what Texas is doing because we've only done it on even years when we feel like it. Okay. We can't do it on an odd year like 2025. Pathetic. Anyway, here's J.B. Pritzker on with Kirsten Welker.
Every major group that grades the fairness of congressional maps gives your state an F.
Thank
Common
you.
Cause, a nonpartisan government watchdog, even says your map, and I'm going to quote, represents a nearly perfect model for everything that can go wrong with redistricting. And I guess the question is, you talk about preserving democracy. How do you preserve democracy if you're using the same tactics that you've criticized Texas Republicans for?
Here we go.
But as I say, what they're talking about is a distraction. The reality is that the violation of people's voting rights is what Texas is attempting to do. That's what's wrong with their efforts right now. And the fact that the President of the United States knows it and nevertheless is asking them to do it.
Why is it interfering with people's voting rights in Texas, but it's perfectly wonderful in Illinois? She just pointed out you've done the same thing, only worse in Illinois. But that's fine. This guy's unbothered by the fact that Illinois is the biggest transgressor of this redistricting thing in the nation. And somehow even Stephen Colbert pointed that out to this buffoon.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Both NBC with Kirsten Welker and then with a comedy show. Well, I'm sorry. Comedy show.
With the drama
Stephen Colbert
that is Stephen Colbert.
CBS,
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But he's not embarrassed by it because he's got no shame. He's got no shame at all.
Is there more to this answer?
Yeah, there's more. There's more.
The President of the United States knows it and nevertheleless is asking them to do it. That is what's wrong with what we're seeing right now. Democracy is at stake.
Catch that?
We don't have a democracy. Okay. We don't have it. So democracy is not at stake here. Never has been in this country.
But he just made the point. The issue is Trump likes it.
Yeah, so I guess that makes it bad?
That's why it's bad.
Trump likes it.
Pritzker.
Okay. Huh. It's an interesting standard.
Interesting, Governor.
So anything Trump likes is illegal, I guess, under his rules. And he had more, too. He had more
I do want to look at the map of Illinois.
Yeah,
let's take a look at
let's
this.
do.
Despite
I want to look
President
at
Trump
it, too.
winning 44% of the statewide vote in 2024, Republicans hold only 3 of Illinois' 17 districts.
Look at that.
These districts seem to be designed to maximize Democratic advantage.
Plus this.
What do you say to...
Hold on. She just said How many seats are there? 17.
17.
Republicans have 3, but yet Trump got 44% of the vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, look at the map.
How dare she point this out?
On the map.
Look at that stupid blue Democrat district right in the middle. Colbert even pointed that one out. Look at that district that it kind of cuts in half, and it just barely continues there, just above that little blue tail.
Yes.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
So that it can stretch across the state there from Indiana to Missouri. I mean, this is gross. Shut up, Pritzker.
The worst.
So that's a scorpion.
Right.
Scorpion tail.
Yeah.
All
right, let's get to his answer.
Stupid.
Democratic advantage.
Punk ass.
What do you say to those who argue that it's hypocritical for you to criticize Texas for partisanship when your state also drew maps to boost your party's standing?
Well, remember that what Texas is trying to do is, again, violate the Voting Rights Act. We didn't. We held public hearings, legislative hearings.
About?
People attended them. They spoke out.
I can't.
There was a map that was put out. There were actually changes made to the map, and a map was passed.
I can't believe this guy. Wow. You're watching the death of shame right before your very eyes. There's no embarrassment on his part at all. He's the worst offender at what he's talking about. He's one of the biggest hypocrites, proven hypocrites you'll ever see, and he's got no issue with spewing his hypocrisy on national television. Even to a friendly audience, they can't understand it. Welker can't understand it. She's trying to get him to explain, do you know how bad you look? He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Wow. Vice President JD Vance sat down with Maria Bartiromo and had this to say about the need to redistrict red states.
Another crazy thing that I had no idea about, but everybody, even Democrats actually admit this, that the census in 2020 had a major statistical error. And what that meant is that you actually undercounted a few states that are Republican, like Florida and Ohio. You overcounted some blue states. And so what I understand, if you actually did the census anew right now, you would have 10 additional Republican seats and 9 fewer Democrat seats. And really what we're living with, Maria, is the consequence of 40 years of institutional control in the Democratic Party. These guys have fought very dirty for a very long time, and they haven't just won elections and enacted laws that we may not agree with. They have tried to rig the game for Democrats and against Republicans, and thankfully, under President Trump's leadership, you finally see some spine. You finally see some backbone in the Republican Party to fight back against these very aggressive Democratic dirty tricks. But the only way for us to do it is to actually go and do the hard work to reset the scales a little bit. What we want to do is redo the census, but importantly, we want to redistrict some of these red states, and we want to make the congressional apportionment fair in this country. Again, you cannot do it unless Republicans actually take some very decisive action in the months to come. We think they will, and we're obviously supporting them every step of the way.
But do you worry that as Republicans do that, the Democrat blue states are going to do the same thing, and then you'll have redistricting in California, New Jersey, and so on?
You know, Maria, there's just not a whole lot of juice left out of that lemon. The Democrats have already gone as far as they possibly can. Let me give you a crazy statistic. So I believe that it's in New Jersey, Illinois, New York, California, and there's one other Democrat state where you take those 5 states, you have a large number of Democrat representatives. But here's the crazy statistic. President Trump won 43% of those 5 states, and Democrats have something like 85% of the representatives out of those states. You cannot gerrymander these far left states anymore, and that's the whole point. We have unilaterally disarmed in the Republican Party. We have said to the Democrats,
we're tired
if
of it.
you want to rig the game in your favor in blue states, go ahead. We're going to do nothing to fight back against it. That's crazy. It makes it harder for us to pass our agenda. It makes it harder for us to win elections. And most importantly, it gives Democrats this ability to run roughshod over the country without any pushback from the American people. The democratic system in this country is broken because who you vote for doesn't necessarily get reflected in who your representatives are. We're just trying to rebalance the scales and, frankly, push back against a very unfair system created by the Democrats.
Gosh.
He's great, isn't he?
I mean, yes. And
good stuff.
There's so much there. His message to Republicans, like in Texas, Texas Republicans, you suck. I mean, you really do in so many ways. But if you screw this up, you better not back down.
Mm-hmm.
You better let Ken Paxton continue the charge forward, and this needs to. And the demons on the left. This is what they did with Doge and USAID. It's like when the game is up, they scream, they howl because they've been found out, and that's what they're doing with this census stuff. They can't stand the thought that the game is up, and they're not going to get away with these kind of maps anymore without it being on the other side as well.
Governor Newsom just posted this tweet from his press office. Donald Trump, if you do not stand down, we will be forced to lead an effort to redraw the maps in California to offset the rigging of maps in red states.
Okay.
Like you haven't done that already?
Right.
So? But if the other states call off their redistricting efforts, we will do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Whatever.
Right.
Okay, then you can answer to the people in your state, which you don't care about.
He doesn't care.
Anyway, but if you're basically telling them, hey, just so you know, we're going to totally make sure that you're not represented. We just admitted it there. Okay.
But speaking of JD Vance, as he sat down with Bartiromo, he also said something pretty interesting about people being indicted over the Russia collusion hoax.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we're still waiting for accountability on the whole Russia collusion made-up story.
Yes.
Now that DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, has released all of those classified documents, we're actually seeing who was behind all of this. Do you want to see indictments?
I absolutely want to see indictments, Maria. Look, of course, you've got to have the law follow the facts here. You don't just indict people to indict people. You indict people because they broke the law. But if you look at what Tulsi and Kash Patel have revealed in the last couple of weeks, I don't know how anybody can look at that and say that there wasn't aggressive violations of the law. What they basically did is they defrauded the American people in order to take Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points and turn them into intelligence by defrauding the American people, defrauding the intelligence agencies, lying about what the intel said. They would take something that supported a Hillary Clinton campaign talking point, and they would overemphasize it and exaggerate it. They took anything that actually contradicted that narrative and they buried it deep, and through that they actually laundered Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign talking points through the American intelligence services. That's a violation of the people's trust. That's a violation of what our intelligence services should be doing, and I absolutely think they broke the law. You're going to see a lot of people get indicted for that. Here's the thing that should really bother the American people. What do you want our intelligence community to be doing? I want them to be catching bad guys. I want them to be making sure that terrorists aren't going to kill innocent American civilians. I don't want them laundering Hillary Clinton's campaign talking points into the American media and giving them this air of legitimacy. It is sick. And it's disgusting. It hurt the intelligence community, it hurt the American people, and it hurt the first Trump administration. We've got to have consequences for it, or we're just going to see the same play repeated again and after again.
We're going to see a lot of people indicted in the Russian collusion hoax. Are we?
Uh-oh.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Uh-oh.
You know? Get back to me when you actually issued the indictments. Well, better yet, during the trial, get back to me. Better yet.
Oh, no. What?
After the convictions and they've been sentenced to long prison terms, then get back to me on it. Because
what about
I'm going to have to see that happen.
Or after the appeals?
Yeah, let's wait till after the appeals.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's just
so get back to me in 2059.
Wait till they're done serving their time.
Uh-huh.
Man, I hope he's right.
I do too. I want to believe him.
Yeah, I'm with
and I'm sure he means it right now.
Yeah.
But is it true? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
As long as it doesn't hit Pam Bondi's desk.
Yeah, we got to keep it over her desk.
We got to keep
it out of the black hole there.
I just point out something. I don't know what the deal is with the chairs in Fox interviews because
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, thank you. Because remember when Bongino and Cash they sat in the giant chairs, like high chairs, and now we've got he's 6'2", but he looks like he's like 7'8", sitting in like a toddler's chair. What is happening? Look at that.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Let's make him as uncomfortable as we can during the interview
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird.
He does look like a child. You're right, Keith.
No, he looks like a giant. The chair looks like it's at a preschool.
Yes.
It's weird. It's just a weird setup.
It sure is, man.
Again, that's two.
Yep. All right. Let me tell you about Kexi cookies. This month, we've got the caramel macadamia. It's all about buttery richness and irresistible texture. We blended this smooth white chocolate chips, golden caramel chips, and crunchy macadamia nuts into a soft, chewy cookie that's equal parts sweet, nutty, and indulgent. It's just absolutely fantastic. Think you're going to love it. Also, coffee cake. The coffee cake is back. It sells out every single day like the Dubai chocolate was doing last month. Yeah, and we have to continually make it. So we want to keep doing that. Order the coffee cake. It is absolutely delicious. You're going to love it. As does Sherry, who said, memo to the chocolate cookie fans. If you haven't tried the Texas sheet cake yet, what are you waiting for? You're simply missing out on the best chocolate cookie ever. My orders usually consist of, I'll try this and that cookie, and the rest are more Texas chocolate chips. I'm not a sugar cookie person, but the summer berry creation is a round of heaven. For your information. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. And so the August flavors are in. Last month of summer, it's going to be absolutely delicious. Order yours today. It's Kexi.com, Kexi, Kexi.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed now continues.
Speaking of things we've been disappointed about, a judge just denied the government's request to unseal the grand jury material in Ghislaine Maxwell's case.
Use the same quote. There's no there.
There's no there. Yeah, it's
an Obama appointee, by the way.
Federal judge yesterday denied the request of releasing that material.
Yeah.
From the longtime associate and I guess former girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein. She's serving 20 years for sex trafficking. Now, I think she's trying to get some kind of release, right? She wants a pardon.
She wants a pardon, yeah. But what I don't understand is how all this talk goes, there's no there, and there's nothing new to release on victims and all this stuff. Remember that Justice Allison Nathan, the jurors in that case got to look at the black book, and then it was sealed. So it's out there.
It is out there, yeah.
The Epstein list is out there. It's just sealed.
Right.
And it's got 2,000 names in it. I mean, even Dershowitz talked about this thing.
2,000 names. Yeah, but forget about it.
Nah,
that's not worth looking into.
No there.
You don't need to know that. What are you so obsessed over this for? Move on, people.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Oh, this situation with Mexico is mind-boggling. President Trump just authorized military action against the cartels, which we can do now because they've also been labeled terrorist organizations. So we could, in theory, send our military in to deal with them. Now, of course, Mexican President Claudia Feinbaum doesn't think that's a good idea. She won't allow it. Okay. How about this? Go ahead and try to stop us. Let's see what happens. She pisses me off. She just posted, I guess on Twitter, without the Mexicans who live in the United States would not be what it is. We do not agree with the ICE raids and the criminalization of migration.
No, that was a quote from a speech she gave yesterday.
Okay.
And she said so much in that speech, and because
what were some of the other things she said about it's Mexico that's making America kind of thing?
Oh yeah, we wouldn't be what we are today in America without the work of Mexicans. And then she also was talking about how we're such a drug culture in the U.S. And so, remember, this is the same chick. I wonder what happened to her.
My gosh.
I don't think she was ever good. But a few months ago, she talked about working in collaboration with the Trump administration on the cartels. And now she's like, you're not coming over here.
Because I think they're on the take. I think they're in league with the cartels.
Got to be something like that.
I mean, you can't get to where they are right now without governmental cooperation. And so that's what I think is going on. And
which would be shocking for Mexico to be corrupt.
Wait, corruption in Mexico? Huh. I wonder if that's why you can't flush toilet paper down the toilet. It's called toilet paper for a reason, because it goes in the toilet.
Goes in the toilet.
Yeah.
I see.
And so,
okay.
You might also worry about your own situation with the water you can't drink.
Oh.
There's a reason Mexico has the most bottled water usage per capita in the world. It's because they can't drink anything that comes out of the tap. So, here's a woman who has 1/3 of the population trying to escape that crap hole. And then you're casting aspersions at us? Okay.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Jeez. It's so mind-numbing. It's really hard to believe that she would dare. You might want to sit this one out, Puddin'. Just sit this one out, would you? Jeez. We've talked, though, a lot about what's going on in Washington, D.C., where the murder rate is above Mexico City. Let's not forget. Let's check in, though, on Minneapolis and the man who might be the mayor there soon, Omar Fattah.
Day one, if you were elected, what would be some of your top 2-3 priorities for the city?
What are you going to do?
So that's a very good question. So the first I would say would be a hostile federal government with not only Donald Trump in office, but he has essentially a trifecta, both chambers of Congress and the Supreme Court. And a lot of our neighbors, especially our undocumented residents, are very concerned.
Well, they should be. Good. I'm glad they're concerned.
Wait, that was his freaking answer?
Yeah,
what are you going to do day one? Trump bad!
He's got no plan.
What are you doing, bro?
He's got no plan.
Holy crap.
Minneapolis is going to wake up to a nightmare just like New York is. And it's not going to be pretty.
It's
probably Seattle, too. So
I got news for Minneapolis. They've already had the nightmare. This guy's just a cherry on top. Man, he's...
very true.
Okay. I'm a Somali pirate about to run your town. Good luck with that. I'm the mayor now. Cool.
He does look exactly like the guy from the movie. What's it called? Captain
Phillips.
Captain Phillips. Yeah. Really good movie if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Check it out. We won't spoil it, but this guy's in it.
And we know how that ends, bro. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Careful.
It doesn't end well.
Be careful.
For the pirates, you might recall.
Good grief. American cities. I mean, the rot is just...
It's incredible.
It's reaching its pinnacle.
Yep.
Well,
let's hope.
Careful.
Yeah. I mean...
I don't know, man.
Who knows how much further we can sink into this pit. I don't know, but it's scary.
Yeah, did I say pinnacle? I meant the abyss.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
Not good.
We touched on the potential alien probe yesterday, but Avi Loeb at Harvard has issued another warning.
Oh, not letting it go, huh?
This might be what saves us. Maybe the aliens are coming to bail us out here. I don't know. But this renowned theoretical physicist, and he's the head of the Galileo Project at Harvard, he's issued another sobering warning to world leaders, urging them to develop a comprehensive policy for potential alien contact as this unusual interstellar object hurtles through our solar system. Is it behind the sun now, or is it...
I don't know exactly where it is.
But it's supposed to peek back out, and we'll be able to see it again, I think, in December. Is that what we found out yesterday?
October 29th,
October 29th.
Am I wrong on that?
Okay, well, you said October. I think Chris said December. So
who are you going to believe, Pat?
I don't know.
No. We need to settle this now.
Really. I'm torn. I'm torn.
Okay, hold on. What's it called? It's called
two producers.
3i Atlas. October 29th. Let me look here.
All right.
Because I watched this long thing on it. Let's see. Okay, so the closest it'll get to the sun is October 29th. And
okay.
Okay, so then I think that's when we can see it again. But you said December because you believe Chris instead of me. Got it.
Easy,
December,
Tiger. He believes Grok before you.
Okay.
Because it was
there
Grock
you go.
who told me.
Yeah, okay, so, all right, so it will be the closest on October 29th, I stand corrected.
Yes.
But it will not be visible until early December.
Okay.
Because of the sun blocking it and all that
there
stuff.
you go.
I lost.
All right.
Shame on me.
But Loeb's warning is not just a scientific curiosity, it's a call to action for the international community. He stresses that while humanity worries about existential threats from climate change, artificial intelligence, and asteroids, we have a blind spot when it comes to alien tech. He proposes the establishment of an international organization to create a policy framework for these encounters. The response has to depend on its properties and its intent. It's just like having a visitor in your backyard. You can't decide on the policy for all visitors. It really depends on the intent. Yes. We should be prepared for any and all eventualities. But again, if there's a civilization advanced enough to master space travel to the point where they can navigate hundreds or thousands or millions of light years to get here, if they have ill intent, there's probably nothing we can do about it. Other than if they're totally friendly, that would be nice, and they're offering help and support. But if that's not the case, the best you could hope for is that they just completely ignore us completely. The way we basically ignore insects. You know, if they're that advanced, they might not even, that might be how they perceive us. That they're so advanced, they don't even believe we have anything to offer. And we're certainly not a threat. So maybe they just take our natural resources and leave. Maybe that's what they would do.
I'm okay with that.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with
Somebody's got to use them. Democrats in blue states
right.
won't let you.
Right.
So, hey,
they're not going to worry about our
Okay.
environmental policies.
Can we revisit something you said there? We don't just ignore insects. I step on them.
Well, if they're just doing their own thing and you're not around them and they're not in your house, then you kind of ignore it.
I'm not actively searching for them.
I mean, yes, they could pour a huge technological can of Raid down on us.
Yeah. Like that's what I do with
and wipe
fire
us
ants.
completely out like a fire ant kill. But if we're not causing any problems for them, and we probably wouldn't be.
No.
Maybe they just take what they want and leave.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know, man. I still hope. I hope this is, dear alien, send help. I hope this is the return.
Yeah.
I hope that they are finally answering the call.
And maybe they're just
on their way.
Really nice, helpful people, and they're here to fix us.
Fix us.
Okay.
Maybe that's the deal.
Okay.
I don't know.
But what if they look like this guy?
I'm okay with that too.
Okay?
Yes.
You're not going to be judgy if they've got
I won't judge.
Giant head and the
as long as they're not
giant
shooting lasers out their eyes and incinerating people.
Or
I'm
probing
okay.
me.
Right.
That's where I draw the line.
Right.
No probing.
So no probing.
Mm-hmm. We don't want any space proctologists.
No.
We don't
I'm
want
surprised
that
you
going
would
on.
turn down the probing, Chris.
It was my no-no zone. So
it's Jeffy that would not mind the
thank
probing.
you.
Whatever.
Don't knock it until you've tried it.
Never say never.
Do your thing. It's for science. Okay.
And speaking of this space thing, we mentioned this a little bit yesterday too, but this reactor on the moon, we got a little more information of that. I saw another article on it yesterday.
So it's going to change my mind. So you have me where
Yes.
it's not going to happen.
There's more info.
Okay.
It is going to happen.
It is.
The reactor will launch to the moon by 2030.
Okay.
They're sticking to that. That's according to a directive by acting NASA Administrator Sean Duffy that was sent to NASA officials in July and obtained by NPR. It's an ambiguous target that has some in the scientific community concerned about high costs and potentially unrealistic schedules. You think? Mm-hmm. Well, you're only saying that because we haven't been there in, 52 years.
Don't bug us.
53 years.
Hold on. I'm getting hung up on the wrong thing here, I guess. But you say that's a report from NPR.
Yes.
I thought that they couldn't exist because we cut their funding and they were crying poor mouth.
Maybe this is the last
report.
Little article they could do.
Okay.
But the plan involves us to return astronauts to the moon and be a leader in space exploration because right now, on this whole going back to the moon thing, we're behind Russia and China. Because they're really serious about it, and they've been serious about it, and they don't care what their people think about it. They're going to do what they want.
They don't care about the roads.
Right? They don't care.
No.
That's fun.
But there's a certain part of the moon, according to Duffy, that everyone knows is the best. We have ice there. We have sunlight there. We want to get there first and claim that for America. Here's what we know about the administration's plans and how using a nuclear reactor as a power source on the moon would work. Spacecraft orbiting the Earth or stationed on the moon are typically powered by solar panels, but for any long-term human occupation of the moon, solar power alone won't be enough because the sun sets on the moon for 2 weeks. Did you know that?
No.
Wait, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
One more time?
The sun sets on the moon for 2 weeks at a time.
Does that mean you can see it then for 2 weeks at a time as well, or how does that work?
I don't know. But when you're there, you have to have another source of energy. The sun and batteries don't work. We're going to have nuclear power. So NASA now wants to launch the nuclear reactor of at least 100 kilowatts electric output. This would generate less power than typical nuclear reactors in the U.S. and could power only 70 to 80 homes.
I was going to say, that's not a lot.
But you're going to have 70 or 80 homes on the moon?
Pat, let me imagine, okay?
Okay.
Like, you're killing me here. You brought me hope. You say 2030 is happening, and now you're like, do we need that many homes over there? Are we going to use them all?
Nuclear reactors on the moon would work in much the same way reactors work on Earth, apparently. So
how many workers are we going to get up there? And
7.
Okay. Well, that's good, because I was a little concerned that if we can only power the 70 homes, but yet we have hundreds of workers, we're going to have a homeless problem on the moon before we even get started.
Little tent cities on the moon. That'll be great.
So next thing you know, it's like, oh, what the hell? It's the same as Earth. What are we doing up here? We already have people living under bridges. We've been up here for 5 minutes.
Work from home. A lot of work from home there.
At least 20% of NASA's workforce, they say, has opted to leave the agency through the Trump administration's deferred resignation program. I didn't realize that hit NASA that hard, too. Wow. And the administration also has proposed decreasing NASA's budget. Well, that's definitely going to be a problem.
Yes.
Really? A fiscal year 2026 budget request released in May would reduce funding for the agency by 24%, from $25 billion to $19 billion.
Wait a second.
Well, okay.
Are you going wobbly on saving money now?
No, but I've never been in favor of defunding NASA or reducing the funding to NASA. Never been in favor of that.
Same.
What if we take that money and we put it into Space Force so that we can kick China's ass up there on the moon, like Duffy was saying? You know, we got to get up there to these.
Just so we have a program. I don't necessarily care where it comes from, whether it's NASA or Space Force or SpaceX.
I was going to say, give it to SpaceX.
Somebody get us there.
Yes.
And somebody develop the technology that comes from developing space travel. It just makes sense. And apparently, you can't get Americans on board with that.
How much faith do we have in our government doing all this, considering they don't even have the technology to get us back to the moon to begin with?
Yeah, none. I've got almost none. So, especially by 2030.
Yeah.
I mean, you think that's a little optimistic? That's a lot optimistic.
So hold on. Yeah, what I would like to do, and I have no idea what this answer is, how much time passed between, like where were we in the discovery of America? We should look this up and see what the European powers were doing here after landing, 50 years previous, 56 at this point. Where are we at? On 69, we land on the moon, 31.
Yeah. And the last 56, one went up in 72.
So I want to know what they did in 56 years, the equivalent. Like, where are we on the timeline of bringing people to the New World? So I'll get back to you.
Okay, get back to us. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, let me tell you about imported goods from countries across the globe and the tariffs that are taking effect. The goal, of course, here with the tariffs is to increase domestic production. But this might have a direct impact on your medication in the meantime. The idea of a 200% tariff on pharmaceuticals has already been kind of floated out there. And if that happens, it's going to be passed on directly to you, which causes a price hike. But right now, the 15% tariff on medications from the EU has already been agreed upon. Analysts estimate this could cost medication companies over $19 billion, and of course, they're going to pass that on to you. That's why preparation ahead of all that is vital. Start right now with the Jace case. There's 10 life-saving essentials in this, the antibiotics that you get, 5 prescription antibiotics, and 5 vital symptom relief meds. So you're also going to you can get a ton of add-ons if you want, including ivermectin, to fill out your medical self-efficiency. Enter the promo code PAT when you go there and do that at checkout. Get a discount on your order. That's promo code PAT at jace.com.
Pat Gray will return after this.
Just whining about the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is there?
The sites like LinkedIn, how evil it is. Classmates.
That's a good one.
We've got to make a poll. Who's the bigger offender in your spam folder?
Yeah.
LinkedIn
or Classmates.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
I think it's pretty close.
They're both around 15 to 20 a day.
Well, they got to keep business somehow.
Golly.
Okay, so I did some research here on the same timeline. If we were on the same timeline as when Columbus discovered America.
Okay.
And so I looked up...
so 1492.
1492 plus 56
Columbus
years.
sailed the ocean blue.
Right? So I did the... So now check my math. That gets us to 1548, right? 56 years. So if you take 56 plus 1969,
I'm going to say...
get 30 minutes.
Yeah, you add the 8 minute.
Right, so 75.
30
so 85,
minute.
95.
It's 30 minute, yeah.
Okay. So at this time in history, 1548, we had 20 to 50,000, these estimates, Europeans already living in the New World. Mostly Spanish, some Portuguese. 8,000 Spaniards lived in Mexico alone. Did Gloria Feinbaum, did she do a speech about that?
Yeah, how Spain was in control of that country?
Right.
For 400 years?
So we had between 20 and 50,000 in the New World at this point. How many Earthlings we got living on Mars or the Moon even?
56 years later?
Yeah.
Total of carry the one.
Carry the one.
Yeah. None. None. Zero.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So it's not quite the same timeline.
So that's less than 20 to 50,000?
That's less. Somewhat less than 20 to 50,000.
Well, shoot. We got to
darn it.
make up for some lost.
Close, though. I mean, it's close.
Yeah, it's just close. It's not
we're
nothing.
We're only 100% off. It's not like 1 billion % off. So
what are you, the DC mayor?
Oh, man. Speaking of which, I love how all the Democrats now are ganging up on the D.C. situation and referencing January 6th to criticize President Trump's order. But did you see the former Capitol Police chief fired back at Nancy Pelosi? After she tried to cite the rioting at the U.S. Capitol, former Speaker of the House tried to accuse Trump of trying to distract the public by federalizing police in the District of Columbia and sending the National Guard in to shut down crime. Pelosi wrote, Donald Trump delayed deploying the National Guard on January 6th when our Capitol was under violent attack and lives were at stake.
Woman.
Now he's activating the D.C. Guard to distract from his incompetent mishandling of tariffs, health care, education, and immigration. What? Just to name a few blunders. So Stephen Sund, who was in charge of the Capitol Police on January 6th, offered a fierce but polite response. Ma'am, it is long past time to be honest with the American people. On January 3rd, I requested National Guard assistance, but your sergeant at arms denied it. Under federal law, 2 U.S.C. 1970, I was prohibited from calling them in without specific approval. That same day, Carol Corbin at the Pentagon offered National Guard support, but I was forced to decline because I lacked the legal authority. On January 6th, while the Capitol was under attack, and despite my repeated calls, your sergeant at arms again denied my urgent requests for over 70 agonizing minutes, running it up the chain for your approval. He finishes, when I needed assistance, it was denied. Yet when it suited you, you ordered fencing topped with concertina wire and surrounded the Capitol with thousands of armed National Guard troops. Interesting. So Sun's response got more than 16,000 likes in just a couple of hours after being published. So that's fantastic. That's nice that he actually told the truth and said, no, that's on you,
right,
Pumpkin. That's on you. As we've always known. But
so when we start sending people to the moon, can we get Nancy Pelosi on the first ship, please?
As far as I'm concerned, let's save her for Mars.
Caroline.
Is that a little further away? A little better likelihood that she'll just love it and stay there.
Okay.
Which would be nice.
Let's just, you know what, let's just...
I understand the Mars is beautiful this time of year.
How much turnaround time do we need on...
well, it's only every 3 years, right, Pat, that we could go to Mars?
Yeah,
because of...
Whatever. Is there a ship that's ready right now?
Oh,
we
yeah.
We
For
just
her?
wing it. Let's just
Madam
put her on it
Secretary.
today and just
Sure.
call
I mean,
it
I'm
done.
Madam Speaker. Yeah,
Let's get,
absolutely.
Excuse me, as Congresswoman.
Madam Speaker.
No, Congresswoman.
For the former speaker, we can speed this up and get her on a ship right away.
Right away. I bet Elon will love that.
I bet he would. Yeah. 888-900-3393. Hillary Kennedy coming up in just a minute. We'll be talking to her about the UFC and some changes going on there.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Triple 8-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter.
Do not come. Do not come.
No, it's a little harsh. Huh. Why?
Okay.
What if we want to? What if we're looking for a better life? Then shouldn't we come there? Shouldn't
Tough. Part of the Tough Act 2025.
All right. Wow, that's inhumane. What a hater you are. And a xenophobe. So.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
A lot going on there.
A lot.
Yes.
Really is.
But
Yeah.
don't worry. I have a guy to fix that.
Do you? You got a guy?
I have a guy that can fix that.
Good. Okay. All right. So, do we have a poll up on the LinkedIn versus classmates? And which is more
What is it?
obnoxious, which is
Yes,
more
yes.
irritating in your inbox?
LinkedIn for me.
Let's see.
For me, it's, I don't know, it's pretty close.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
If
it's pretty
you-
close. I get a ton from classmates.
Classmates, yeah.
But do you click on it?
No.
Okay, because that's the problem. That you click on it once and you get re-added like 10,000 times.
Same with LinkedIn, by the way.
Yes.
This is interesting because maybe, 5 years. It was very early on after high school, which for me was a century ago. No, 25, over 30 years ago. And I signed up, and that's the last time that I've been to
Classmates?
classmates.com.
Yeah.
Just to see, hey, is there going to be a reunion? I've never gone to a reunion. I
neither.
decided basically 5 minutes after I signed up, you know what? I'm never going to a reunion. But yet, even though I don't go to that site, I still see in my inbox, there it is. Okay, so I posted, go to @PatUnleash if you'd like to vote in this poll. Okay. Who is the bigger offender in your spam folder? It's not even close, man. LinkedIn, 86-14 over Classmates.
Okay. Wow.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
I've probably clicked on it, and maybe it's worse for me. I don't know. Because
I just made it 87%. So 87-13.
Good for you.
87.
All right. Also, speaking of polls, is there a poll on Ukrainians now?
Yeah.
Is it a poll on how popular the war is?
There's a lot of different questions here that Gallup posed, and the support among Ukrainians for the war has absolutely collapsed. But what you got here is, hey, Ukrainians, do you want to negotiate an end to the war right now?
Okay.
69%.
Yes?
Hey, yes. Ukrainians, you want to keep fighting to win the war? 24%.
Oh,
and then there's the, what option is this?
I don't know.
7%. So 69
the Jeffy answer. I don't know.
69 to 24, Ukrainians want this war over.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So they do want the war to end?
They do.
Because, I thought that these wars can't be won. I just saw a headline the other. I didn't click on it because I didn't want to receive their emails endlessly. But it was why don't wars ever end anymore? And it's a good question, and look for it on Google if you're interested. I'm sure.
So you don't know the answer?
I do know the answer,
you
but
do
I don't
know.
want to
Can I
get
guess?
into
Can
it
we
right
guess?
now.
Oh, we can't guess?
No. Well, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and
Because
guess.
there's so much money to be made.
Because of Lindsey Graham.
It's part of it.
Okay.
It's part of it. Warmongers.
Yeah.
War pigs.
Yeah, war pigs.
Money to be made.
Yeah.
Defense contractors.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not my kid, so why do I care if cannon fodder is thrown to wherever in the world? I don't care. I mean, I can go make some money and live fat and happy because some other kid's fighting the war, not mine.
And interestingly, it seems like there's one world leader right now who cares about the death and destruction that are going on with these wars, and that is Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
Do you hear Macron talking about, hey, 5,000 people a week are dying in Ukraine and Russia. We can't have that anymore. You don't hear that. Keir Starmer, you don't hear that from him. None of them care except Donald Trump. And he also just got two other countries together, Azerbaijan and Armenia, and got them in the same room and got them to agree to a lasting peace. They shook hands and everything.
A handshake.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's incredible.
And
I mean, that thing's been going on for centuries.
Yep.
Forever.
And I believe one of the leaders said that he should get the Nobel Peace Prize because of this.
Absolutely, he should. This and many
other
others.
things, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been multiple peace agreements made
Sure
under
have.
the radar.
Right.
We got Congo and Rwanda. We have Ethiopia.
We got a sort of,
India and Pakistan.
kind of shaky peace. India and Pakistan.
Right.
He
Yeah.
ended that before it even started. Really.
And they were getting wild up there.
We got the shaky peace between the Palestinians and Israel.
I will say, keep your eye on Syria, though. You got some mass slaughtering going on among the Christians and the Druze. In fact, this hospital, the video is horrific. They lined up a bunch of doctors and nurses and slaughtered them, and it's on camera, and it's horrific.
Oh, wow.
And
I haven't seen that.
Yep.
Jeez.
It's not good there, Syria.
No. Well, they've been taken over by terrorists, which doesn't usually work out well. Ask the Palestinians about that. How'd that go? You just got your entire area pretty much destroyed over it. So congratulations on that. Have this interesting story, too, about a man who went missing in Antarctica 66 years ago and was just found. But was he okay, though? Was he all right?
Oh, no.
I mean, that's great that you found him, but what's his health status? Oh, wait. Okay, I see it now. Unfortunately, he passed away.
Just recently,
dang it.
right?
Probably just recently.
Probably,
yeah.
He was living the dream up there.
Sudden death? Did he get
He
vaccinated?
had a really quiet existence out there on the glacier. But it doesn't say his cause of death, so we don't know whether he'd been vaccinated. I don't know. Could have been one of those really early cases of bird flu or monkeypox. I don't know. I don't know, but they found him frozen in a crevasse in Antarctica.
What a way to go.
66 years ago. That must have been unpleasant for a while. It probably hasn't been unpleasant for the last 65 3/4 years.
Too soon, bro.
Is it too soon?
Yeah. So is he really preserved? Is he so cold and stuff?
Yeah, he's
bet.
frozen. Yeah. So, yeah, he's pretty well preserved, apparently. But, yeah, not alive, though. They didn't preserve him alive. No. That's weird,
Did
isn't
you
it?
check for vitals? Because when you're frozen, you still, remember, like the frozen frogs.
Yeah. I don't know if they tried to defibrillate him.
Yes.
And bring him back.
You have to thaw him, then defibrillate him. You can't just defibrillate him while frozen. It's going to
Again, it's too soon.
Now
you're just joking about a poor man's death.
What year did he disappear?
1959.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, 1959.
Does he sit up and go,
we lost him.
Oh, that President Eisenhower. What's he doing now?
Yes.
Too soon for that.
Oh, really?
Keith. Yeah, that was
Or even
insensitive. It was
political?
insensitive. His family's pissed right now, and they're
of course.
emailing.
What did I say?
They're emailing customer service at the Blaze.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Customer service at blaze.com.
They got other
Yeah,
things to complain
Keith
about.
Malinak.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
But I do have a question because when he slipped down the crevices of the surveying area, he fell down with his sled dogs. Did they find the sled dogs?
The sled dogs escaped and made it back to civilization. They're
Wait, hold up.
They're in the south of France right now, today, having puppies and stuff.
Hold on.
Wait, hold up.
Did the officials go, like, these dogs keep barking? It's like, shut up.
Yeah, I know. They tried to lead, like Lassie.
Yeah.
What's that, boy? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, Bob fell down the crevasse? Lead the way. Lead the way. But they didn't pick up on it.
They didn't.
And so they kept barking and, running the other way, but nobody followed them. So,
well, that's frustrating.
It is. It's unfortunate, and it's frustrating, and that's why we lost him.
Follow up, if I may.
Yeah.
How'd they get from there to south of France?
It doesn't say in the story. I don't know. What am I?
I'm just curious about the sled dogs. Because
hung up on weird little facts like how they got back to the south of France.
Sorry.
I don't know.
I thought those were
back in the day.
I think they dog. Have you ever heard of dog paddling?
Thank you. Well, remember global.
Yeah, they swam.
Global warming. Back in the day, everybody was connected.
Oh, okay,
So
right.
the
66 years ago, there was still enough ice
It was enough
to walk
ice
all the way
walk
back.
all over back.
Okay. Well, that shows how bad the melting has been.
Thank you. And you guys been
Tell you
denying that all this time.
Yeah. It used to be a solid block of ice from Antarctica to France, and now it's not, as you know. So, I guess Elon Musk and Apple are having a little issue right now.
They are
over Grok 4, is it?
Yes, because you can put up the tweet, Joe. Thank you.
Apple is behaving in a manner that makes it impossible for any AI company besides OpenAI to reach number one in the App Store, which is an unequivocal antitrust violation. XAI will take immediate legal action.
So what happened was yesterday, the numbers came out, and Grok and X are neither on the must-have section on the Apple Store. But he says that X is the number one news app in the world, and Grok is number 5. So why aren't they being suggested as a must-have?
Huh. Well, because they've got an agreement with OpenAI.
Well, that's the thing, though. When
spell it out for us, Pat.
When you update your iPhone, OpenAI goes in your iPhone.
Right.
So that's why he's bringing suit.
Okay.
He said, hey, that's not fair.
Okay. That's interesting. So Apple they don't have any AI of their own.
No, we talked about it like 2 days
They're
ago.
behind, man.
They're way, way behind.
And what they did a partnership with OpenAI. So my phone, when I talk to the computer, I could go either Siri or I could do OpenAI.
So he's got a case then about antitrust?
I think he does. He has the money to waste. So.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I would think he does. Huh. Interesting.
How much has he lost, though, with all the bad pub in the last 6 months?
Oh, that I don't know.
A lot.
I know a lot.
A lot.
But he just got a nice check a couple of weeks ago. So.
If you notice that the videos of people attacking Teslas, you don't see those anymore.
Oh, that's no more.
It's almost like the message got out that we're recording your dumbass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, there's a problem that was solved through action, through lawful action and law enforcement action. Interesting. I did see, though, that he is the least popular famous figure in America right now. Elon Musk.
What?
It's not sad.
That's
really sad.
Thank you for saving the country.
Yeah.
See you
now
later.
we hate your guts.
Yeah.
Thanks for finding some waste in government. Now we hate your guts. Yeah. It's bizarre. It's just bizarre. Somebody whose guts we don't apparently hate, Sydney Sweeney. She's got yet another.
What in the world?
Another ad?
Okay, so this is with Dr. Squash, the body soap.
God, golly, is this real or is it AI?
Real. No, this is real, Pat.
You sure?
I'm
positive.
Trust me,
It's
I am
absolutely real.
Positive real.
All right.
Did you call it Dr. Squash?
Yeah, Dr. Squash. Squash. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
Dr.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it, Joe.
Okay.
Let's face it, guys only want one thing.
Wish I had something natural instead of this synthetic body wash. Sydney Sweeney, body wash genie?
Dr. Squash Natural Body Wash for Men. They're tired of smelling thirsty.
Sydney Sweeney. Holy coconuts, it even smells natural.
And it's moisturizing. At the end of the day, they just want to crack open a natural one with the boys.
Sydney Sweeney, body wash genie.
Dr. Squatch Body Wash for men who prefer natural.
And I'll say that. I love natural. I can, as a man myself, I love the natural.
Is there any product left that she hasn't pimped for?
Adult diapers. I don't think she's done Depends yet.
That's coming.
They might want to put her on. No. Put her in some Depends.
No. Deion Sanders.
They look great on my butt.
Yeah. Deion already did that. Remember that? Didn't he get a Depends contract or something?
Did he?
Right?
Did he?
I thought he alluded to that. No, or something.
Wow.
Depends.
Was he kidding or is that serious?
I thought that happened.
Because that was pretty bold. It was a bold announcement that he made.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Maybe I dreamed it. He's using his platform to, talk about incontinence products. Yeah. It depends. Yeah. But I thought he was.
But an actual spokesperson for it?
Yeah.
That'd be
too on the nose.
Yeah, that's that would be something.
Yeah, he partners with Depend.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, they don't need Sydney. They got him.
Yeah, they got him. They got Deion. And who would you rather have? I mean, come on.
Oh, Deion
Obviously,
Sanders.
you're going Deion every time.
Yes.
Every time. Let me tell you about real estate agents I trust. When the time comes to move, whether you're moving across town or across the country, anywhere in between, you want a real estate agent that you can trust and somebody who knows that it's more than just a move, it's your life. And, you got a lot riding on it. And it's a huge investment, too. So you want to make the most of it. You want to get the most money for your home and get the most home for your money if you're relocating. The fly-by-night moonlighters in the industry just don't cut it for you. And Glenn found that out a long time ago. That's why he started this company, and he got people he could trust to find others they could trust and put them in this service. It's a free service that we provide to you. It's Real Estate Agents I Trust. You go there, we set you up with a realtor, and then the rest is up to you. But these are agents who are experienced. They're really well vetted, and they're fully committed to helping you and getting you into a place where you're going to be happy. You deserve to work with somebody who cares about your move. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. RealEstateAgentsITrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
You see the article about the horrible story in Syria and Lebanon about the poor people whose pagers blew up in their pockets and injured some of them quite badly. And the Associated Press ran a story about them and how at least 8 of these guys, their lives were just turned upside down. It's just so very heartbreaking. And it's really nice of the Associated Press to highlight these Hezbollah terrorists who, in some cases, lost fingers or limbs to the exploding pagers.
Did some of them become impromptu trans?
Yeah, some of them did. Some of them did. The AP interviewed Syrians and Lebanese people injured in the Israeli operation that involved remotely detonating explosives and beepers and walkie-talkies that were used by members of the Hezbollah terrorist organization back in September of last year. So it's going on a year now. I hope that the movie is in production right now because we need to see it.
Mm-hmm.
While the operation was praised for its cleverness and accuracy by defenders of Israel, others pointed to the civilian injuries caused to accuse Israel of a war crime. 10 months later, survivors are on a slow, painful path to recovery, the AP reported. They're easily identifiable, with missing eyes, faces laced with scars, hands with missing fingers, signs of the moment when they checked the buzzing devices. The scars also mark them as likely Hezbollah members or a dependent. Duh! Yeah, maybe you don't join Hezbollah, and then this won't happen to you. Ugh. But hardly a representative sample of the vast majority of those affected by this operation. But the AP went to great lengths to find some that they could paint in this sympathetic light. It never ends with Israel. They can't do anything right. Everything they do is a war crime. Everything they do is it's apartheid. They installed the fences back in the early 2000s because do you remember the rash of terrorism that was going on in Israel in the late 90s and early 2000s where suicide bombers were blowing up in restaurants, school buses, in synagogues, at the grocery store. And so Israel finally put up a fence between them and the Palestinians. And it decreased terrorist attacks by 95 or 98% or something. And then they installed the checkpoints so they could check people coming into their country. Now it's apartheid. Okay. I don't know any other nation on this planet taking steps for their own security would be berated like this, like Israel is and has had to put up with ever since. Ugh, man. And then also in Europe, they're assessing hefty fines against tourists because they're sick and tired, I guess, of Americans visiting their countries.
Okay.
I say we boycott Europe now and just not go there and then see how they like that. All right, Americans aren't going there anymore to spend money. How's your economy doing now? But if you're vacationing in Europe this summer, you better bring along some extra cash. Popular tourist destinations in European cities are combating mass tourism by slapping ridiculous, costly fines, some rising into the thousands, on visitors they deem unruly. So if you wear flip-flops while driving...
Wait, what?
Taking a shell or a pebble from a beach and unbuckling your seatbelt before the plane stops taxiing. That can cost you serious money now.
Wait, what?
Wear flip-flops?
Is that incredible?
I wear flip-flops when I drive.
Yeah, you can.
It's more comfortable.
Not in Europe.
So what if I wear a burqa head to toe?
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, that's great.
Just make sure you have the
preferable.
The eye slots.
Yeah, right.
I want to make sure that
you can at least see the road.
At least see your eyes.
In Mallorca, Ibiza, Magaluf, and the Canary Islands, drinking alcohol on the street can set tourists back $3,495. In Spain, leaving your towel to hold your pool chair for too long can cost $291.
Oh, get out of my face.
I experienced that one.
Did you?
Yes.
You just moved the towel.
Yes.
Really?
You're like,
we experienced that one.
Where?
They didn't find us in Spain.
In Spain.
Yes. They didn't find us, but the stupid lifeguard, you can't do that. I'm like, can do what? You can't save seats.
With your towel.
With the towel.
What are we in third grade?
I
Oh,
know.
my gosh.
Can't save seats.
Can't save seats.
Spain, Greece, Italy, France, and Portugal are the countries cracking down on flip-flops when you're driving, and it'll cost you $349 for the crime. Greece is punishing those who make off with a shell or a pebble on the beach by making them shell out $1,165.
Wow.
And if you swim in a canal in Venice, that'll cost you $407.
Okay. All right.
Locals are fed up with tourism. Advocate Birgitta Spikonig said, these fines are signals that communities want to reclaim space. It's not that tourists are worse. It's more that the tolerance has gone down. And it's important to consider that not every fine is a crackdown. Some are calls for respect. Okay, it's disrespectful to drive with your flip-flops on?
Yeah.
Stop it.
You know what else is disrespectful, Euros? It's showing up in America and not having bathed or showered in the previous 2 weeks.
Yes.
How's that one?
Yeah. You Frenchy French frogs who come here don't come here with substances that are banned in France, like deodorant.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And how about you shave?
And that'd be nice, too. Yeah, that would be nice.
Europe.
Bizarre backlash against Americans all of a sudden. It's just really weird. 888-933-93. We'll see you tomorrow. You can use that number then.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.